Hello my lovelies, Mike the Reluctant Gardener here to give you an honest and unsponsored report on the Hoss Wheel Hoe. I've gone ahead and bought this along with another product from Woodward Crossings Country Basics. Woodward Crossing Country Basics is who I got this from. They called it their Mix It Up package with the wheel hoe, seeder and the Jang JP1 seeder, so I'll be putting that up on a separate video, but right now we're gonna check out the Hoss Wheel Hoe, put that together and put it through its paces. Well, the wheel plough came in 3 different boxes, all delivered from FedEx. The Jang seeder came in separate delivery. This box here had a couple of bits and pieces for the Jang thrown in. This was obviously put together from the retailer, not the manufacturer. So Woodward Crossings put this box together, I guess. So what do we got? We've got a few extra bits and pieces that I ordered on top of the package. So some extra blades there, the seed template there. This thing works on these discs here that spin around to release the seed. Depending on size of hole and spacing and whatnot for the size of the seed that you're using, so that lets you make your own, which apparently is one of the best features for the seeder, which is in this box down here. Here's the seeder, but we're not actually putting that on right now. We're going to look at it working as a hoe. Well, the good news is it does come with instructions, so we'll figure out how to put this together. That there is actually the option to make it a dual wheel, so I'm going to set this up as a 2-wheel setup just because why the hell not. Step 1 is assemble the correct tools. We've got what did I pick up here? 3/16 Allen, 7/16 half and 9/16 wrenches and a Phillips screwdriver. Actually, before we get started on the mechanical side of things, one thing that they recommend doing is rubbing the wood down with some linseed oil. Beauty of linseed oil is it polymerizes itself once it's on. I've gone for the raw stuff. It takes a bit longer to dry than the boiled, but is supposed to be better for outdoor wood stuff. So we're going to rub some of this on. Haven't done this since the last time I've seasoned my cricket bat, which has been a lot of years. That's the key ingredient for a good cricket bat, is a good soaking of linseed oil on it. What a difference that makes, eh? That's just one quick coat, rubbed it in. Takes, I don't know, a few days, 3-4 days maybe, for linseed oil to dry properly. But we will let it dry once it's assembled because we're impatient. So the first thing it says to do is to move these arms here that hold the wheel axle. As you can see, they bend inwards the way they're set up for one wheel. You put them the other way around to take the longer axle so that you've got a wider gap here to support the axle. So that's step 1, is take these bolts out, switch the pieces over, put it back together. Well, here's the first issue. I was a little bit aggressive, I guess, with tightening this one. Fortunately I had a spare bolt, a bit too long, but at least it's the right thread, so that'll hold until I get to the hardware store to replace the correct bolt. Then you put the axle through and put the dust caps on. I've decided to go with 2 sweeps and 1 cultivator. It's pretty straightforward. They come with these large bolts with flange nuts. You just set them the way you want them and tighten up. Now we're putting the handlebars on, and again everything comes with, you just poke the bolt through, put the washers and nuts and tighten up. So have run into a bit of a problem here. I'm going to have to get a new bolt before I can actually test this out because, oh dear, it's a little bit too long to go past the spokes. But let's get it finished, set up before we worry about that. Next thing is this crossbar up here. There's pilot holes already drilled, So we've just got to use the 2 screws and screw it together. Here we are, putting it to the test. I've done a fair bit already. I've got a fair bit to go. It's somewhat heavy going because it's got a lot of clumps of chewed up turf in it, but we're making good progress, I think. Well, that's it for tonight. This suddenly got really, really hard to do. So I may have another crack in the morning at this bit. I'm going to get the seeder back out and see how it handles barley. Put some down in that bit with the available light. Overall opinion, very impressed with this gadget, throwing it around there. Construction is excellent. It's very well made, very impressed with it. And my God, what a time saver. It's taken me an hour to do that in this freshly tilled lawn. And it is no easy going by any stretch, as you could see. So, there you have it. The Hoss Wheel Hoe gets a thumbs up from this Reluctant Gardener.